friends, welcome. My name is Tennessee. Today I'm bringing you your week 4 into a peak progression of side crow. So if you haven't done weeks 1 through 3, I highly suggest pause, go back to your weeks 1 through 3, and then come into week 4. We will flow through into your side crow today. I will also offer you options to use your blocks should you need those still. Otherwise, take what you need, let go of the rest. Don't feel like you have to go into the peak progression today. You do not. You can take your options and then work your way towards it as you continue on your path. So with that said, let's work our way into a Supta Baddha Konasana, coming all the way onto your backs, bringing the soles of your feet together, your knees out wide. Now you're going to be here for the first few minutes of class as we do a chakra clearing. Chakras are seven energy centers throughout your body. They start at the base of your spine and they work their way up through the crown of your head. So I just want you to check in, notice what feels good, basically getting out of your head, getting into your body, whether that be through the posture or your breath. So if you need your blocks as you come back, you can place your blocks underneath your knees. You can place them up into your hip line. You can always bring your knees up into your midline, laying all the way down, tailbone down, modified bridge. You can always lay in a Shavasana as well. So take whatever works for you and work your way there. Just kind of settle in and we'll get started. Now go ahead and close your eyes. Inhale, completely fill up your lungs. Audible exhale, let that go. Let's do that again. Inhale, completely fill up. Audible exhale, release. Just see if you can surrender a little bit further onto your mat. Checking in through your head, your neck, your jaw, your shoulders, your hips, your low back, your knees, your ankles, and your feet. Now this time, inhale through your nose. Find a constriction in the back of your throat and then exhale through your nose. This is your Ujjayi Pranayama. Inhaling through your nose and then exhaling through your nose. See if you can make your inhale the same length as it is your exhale with the same intensity. I want you to carry this breath throughout your practice today through each posture, through each movement as we go through. Now just start to clear your mind. Bring your focus, your energy, awareness to the base of your spine, to your root chakra, your first chakra. This is your I am space, your foundation, your safety, your security. This is where everything starts. Just check in, notice what feels good, notice if any discomfort. On your inhale, bring your focus, your energy, your awareness into your second chakra, the space below your belly button, your sacral, your I feel space, where you house your emotions, your desires, your sexuality. Now slowly draw the energy up into your third chakra, the space above your belly button, your solar plexus, your I do space. This is what drives you, where your passions, your creativity, your power all lie. Gently guide the energy up into your fourth chakra, your heart. Your I love space, your space of relationships, self-acceptance, and unconditional love. Let's guide the energy up into your fifth chakra, your throat. Your I speak space, space of communication, your truth. Work the energy into your sixth chakra, the space just between your eyebrows, your I see space, your space of intuition, your third eye. And then finally, take your focus, your energy, your awareness all the way above your head to your seventh chakra, your crown chakra. Your I understand space, your path to enlightenment. I want you to draw the energy all the way down to the base of your spine. And then inhale it through the 7 chakras through the crown of your head. Notice if anything gets stuck, of any discomforts, or if it feels good. Work to bring your focus, your energy, your awareness to those areas throughout your class today. One big clearing breath in. Audible exhale, let that go. Nice work, guys. Just go ahead and flutter your eyes open. Hug your knees up into your chest. Apanasana, wind relieving pose. Give yourself a big hug. Release any tension through the small of your back, through the back of your legs, through your hips. Breathe. now slowly work your way, or your soles of your feet down just outside your sitting bones. Your knees are up. Take your left ankle on top of your right knee. Find the reclined figure 4. Hug your right knee up and in. You can relax your right foot. Flex your left toes back towards your shin. And just push your left knee forward. Keep pulling the back of your neck down without constricting your breathing. Now slowly find a supine twist. Just take the sole of your left foot over to the right side of your mat. Bring your arms out to a T. Take your gaze left. Inhale, slowly bring everything back into your midline. Go ahead and release your left foot down to your mat. Knees are lifted. Switch it out. Take your right ankle on top of your left knee. Find the reclined figure 4. Hug your left knee up and in. Flex your right toes back towards or push your right knee forward. You can relax your left foot. Good, now slowly find the supine twist. Take the sole of your right foot to the left side of your mat. Arms out to a T, gaze right. Inhale, slowly bring it back into your midline. Now this time, just bring the soles of your feet together. Your knees are out wide. Find reclined crow crunches. So extend your arms straight up to the ceiling. Spread your fingers wide. Inhale, and then exhale, lift your shoulder blades, your head up as you lift up. Bring your knees up into your triceps. But inhale, slowly lower down. Exhale, extend, reach, lift. Inhale, draw down. Keep it going here. Take it up to tempo. Just give me 4, 3, 2, now hold it at the top, and 1. Squeeze and lift, belly button pulls in, bring your palms to touch. Inhale, lower back down. Exhale, take your arms over to your right side. Bring it back to your midline, and then switch it out, take it over to your left. Inhale, pull everything into your midline. Exhale, reach, extend. Keep it going here. Just give me 4. You've got 3. You've got 2. 1 more. Good, bring it back into your midline. Hug your knees into your chest. Rock and roll front to back, the length of your spine, all the way to a tabletop. So cross at your ankles, plant your hands down. Send your feet back behind, draw your knees down. Now stack your hips to your knees, shoulders are stacked to your wrists, fingers are spread wide. Option to grab through the tops of your feet, option to tuck your toes under. Inhale, cow pose, gaze up, bellies down. Exhale, cat, tuck in, round up, dome up through your shoulder blades, pull your hip bones up to your rib cage, tuck your chin in. Maybe add movement side to side, left to right. Maybe add some barrel rolls, let that feel good. Inhale, cow pose, gaze up, bellies down. Exhale, cat, tuck in, round up. Let's do one more round here. Inhale for cow. Exhale, cat. Work your way back to your neutral spine. Extend your right arm up to the right side. Take your gaze up to your right hand. Exhale, thread your needle. Send your right arm underneath your left. Draw your right cheek down to your mat. Option to keep your hips lifted. Option to pull back to your heels. Option to extend your left leg out to your left side in line with your hip. Final option is to take a bind, half or full. Breathe. Inhale, slowly bring everything back into your midline. Extend your right arm up, gaze up, hold here. Bend your wrist circles forward and back. Exhale, tabletop. Inhale, left arm extends up, gaze up. Exhale, thread your needle, left arm sweeps underneath your right. Draw your left cheek down. Once again, option to keep your hips lifted. Pull them back. Extend your right leg out to your right side or a bind. One more breath. Inhale, bring everything back into your midline. Extend your left arm up, gaze up, hold here. Find your wrist circles forward and back. Exhale, tabletop. Now just turn your fingers back towards your knees. Stretch out through your wrists, through your forearms. You can tuck your toes under, shift your hips back and hold. Or you can just keep shifting forward and back. Getting a little deeper each time. Let that feel good. You can come onto the tops of your hands. Stretch that out. One more breath. Now slowly work your way back to your tabletop. Just turn your fingers face forward. Now reach your right leg back behind. Flex your toes back towards your shin. Keep your right hip bone pointing down towards your mat. Left arm extends forward, palm faces in. Find the pulse, lift and lower for 4, 3, 2, hold everything lifted, and 1. Exhale, draw your elbow to your knee and hold. Don't up through the shoulder blades. Inhale, lengthen, extend, reach. Exhale, bring it in. Give me one more here. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hold it in. Now hold it here. Plant your left hand down. Keep squeezing your right knee up into your chest. Find your tick-tocks. Take your right knee outside your elbow back to your midline. For 4, 3, 2, tabletop, and 1. Inhale, cow pose. Gaze up, belly down. Exhale, cat. Tuck in, round up. Let's do one more round. Inhale, cow. Exhale for cat. Work your way back to your neutral spine. This time extend your left leg long behind. Keep your hip bone pointing down. Flex your toes back towards your shin. Right arm extends forward, palm face in. Find that pulse, lift and lower for 4, 3, 2, hold everything lifted, and 1. Exhale, elbow to knee and hold. Inhale, lengthen, extend, reach. Exhale, bring it in. One more here. Exhale, hold everything into your midline. Clench your right hand down. Tick-tocks, take your knee outside your elbow, back to your midline. Feel the external oblique. You got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Work your way back to a tabletop. Tuck your toes under, lift your tailbone high. Find your downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana, first down dog of your class. Your feet are about hip width distance. You can pull your heels down to your mat, torso to your thighs. Keep grounding through your first finger and your thumb. Your fingers are spread wide always. Give me one more breath. Inhale, come up onto your tippy toes, roll into your high plank and hold. Stack your shoulders to your wrists, hips in line with your shoulders, bellies draw in. Exhale, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Let it go, pedal out your feet. You can bend your knees as much as you need to in a downward dog. The goal is to extend your spine. Relax your head, your neck, and your jaw. Inhale, come back up onto your tippy toes, roll into your high plank, hold it here. Exhale, lower all the way down to your bellies. Hug your elbows into your rib cage, untuck your toes, ground through the tops of your feet, through your hip bones. Inhale, Bhujangasana Cobra. Lift your chest up, hug your elbows back, shoulders melt away. Exhale, slowly lower. Let's do that again. Inhale, Bhujangasana Cobra, lift up, hug back. Exhale, slowly lower. This time, inhale, Cobra Locust. Hands and feet lift up off your mat. Keep grounding through your hip bones in the soft part of your belly. Option to reach your arms back behind, palms face down. Option, bound locust. Interlace your hands, lift and reach up. Gaze to the edge of your mat. Exhale, slowly release. Plant your hands underneath your shoulders. Tuck your toes, tailbone lifts. Downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Let it go. Take your gaze to the top of your mat. Walk your feet to meet your hands. Uttanasana, forward fold. Ragdoll pose, reach for opposite elbows. Sway your bodies left to right. Nod your head yes or no. Release the tension, let it go. Breathe. One more breath. Slowly work your way back to your midline. Draw your hands down towards your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Belly button pulls into spine. Shoulders melt away from your ears. Exhale, forward fold. Let's do that again. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, arms sweep up. Now take your gaze up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Inhale, exhale, Tadasana. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, arms sweep all the way up. Exhale, take your right hand outside your right thigh. I'm gonna face you guys. Bring your left foot back behind your right. Extend your left side body. Keep your hips in one line, breathe. Inhale, bring everything back into your midline, switch it out, left arm sweeps down, right arm extends up. Pull your right foot back behind your left, extend your right side. Inhale, pull everything back into your midline. Exhale, find a small cactus back bend. Just shine your heart forward, hips are square to the top of your mat, activate through your glutes, gaze slightly up. Good, inhale, exhale, forward fold. Swan dive down to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to your high plank. Lower halfway, Chaturanga Dandasana. Hug your elbows into your side bodies. Inhale, upward facing dog. Knees and hips lift up off your mat, arms are straight, gaze ahead. Exhales, downward facing dog. Adho Mukha. Breathe, let it go. Pedal at your feet. Find your breath. Now take your gaze back to the top of your mat, separate jump, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, arms sweep all the way up. Exhale, right arm sweeps down your right thigh, pull your left foot back behind, extend through your left side body. Inhale, pull everything back into your midline. Exhale, left arm sweeps down your left thigh, right arm sweeps back behind, extend through your right foot. Inhale, pull everything back into your midline. Exhale, find a small cactus back bend, shine your heart forward. Good, inhale, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands, step or jump back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha. Let it go, breathe. Now take your gaze back to the top of your mat, step or jump, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Toes to touch, knees to touch, squeeze your inner thighs, tailbone draws back, belly's in, chest is lifted, arms are strong. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant it down, send it back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward dog warrior cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha. Inhale, right heel rises. Now open up your hip, stack your hips, keep your shoulders square to the top of your mat. Breathe. One more breath. Exhale, square your hip, bring your right knee to your left elbow. Hold it here. Feel the sensation through the external obliques. Inhale, three-legged. Exhale, warrior one. Step to the inside of your right hand. Back foot steps into a 45. Front knee stacks to your front ankle. Hip shoulders are square to the top of your mat. Arms are strong. Good, one more breath. Exhale, plant down, send it back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha. Inhale, left heel rises. Open up your hips, stack your hips, shoulders are square. Breathe. Square your hip, bring your left knee to right elbow, hold. Inhale, three-legged. Exhale, warrior one. Back foot's grounded, front knee stacks. If shoulders are square, arms are strong. Exhale, plant it down, send it back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe. Take your gaze to the top of your mat, step or jump, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana, toes to touch, knees to touch. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant it down, send it back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right heel rises, open up your hips, stack your hips. Exhale, square your hip, right knee to left elbow, hold. Inhale, three-legged. Exhale, warrior three. Exhale, warrior one. Step to the inside of your right hand, back foot's grounded, front knee stacks, and shoulders are square, arms are strong. Exhale, plant it down, send it back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left heel rises. Open up your hips, stack your hips. Exhale, square your hip, left knee to right elbow, hold. Inhale, three-legged. Exhale, warrior one. Back foot's grounded, front knee stacks, arms sweep high. Exhale, plant it down, send it back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Ooh, let that go. Just work your way down to a child's pose. Bring your knees out wide, toes to touch. Draw your third eye down. Let it go. One more breath here. Now, everybody take your gaze to the top of your mat, spread your fingers wide, lift your forearms up, find your child's pose push-ups. So roll forward, tuck your pelvis under, stack your shoulders to elbows, elbows to wrists, exhale, lower down to a hover as you hug your elbows into your side bodies. Inhale, lift it up, exhale, send it back. Keep it going here. Give me 4 more. You've got 3. We've got 2. Can you hold it down to your hover on your 1? Hold it here. Micro pulse. Lift and lower for 4, 3, 2, 1. Send it back. Bring your palms to touch the knuckles of your thumbs to the nape of your neck. Let that go. Go ahead and plant your palms down to the top of your mat. Tuck your toes under, lift your tailbone high. Find your downward facing dog, Adho Uttanasana. Now take your gaze back to the top of your mat. Step or jump, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose, Uttanasana. Toes to touch, knees to touch, arms sweep up. Sink your tailbone back and down. Check to make sure your knees are past your big toes. If not, if your knees are pulling forward, just pull your hip bones back and down. Now you have 1 more breath. Exhale, bring your palms to touch. Take your left elbow to the outside of your right knee. Purvita Uttanasana, prayer twist. Stack your shoulders, thumbs to the middle of your chest, gaze up. Now come up onto your tippy toes. Exhale, lower down to a hover. Woo. Inhale, lift it back up, lower your heels down. Keep it going here. Come up onto your tippy toes, lower down to a hover, lift it back up, lower down. Find your own momentum, your own pace. Give me 2 more. 1 more. Woo. Good. Everybody find a forward fold. Draw your hands down towards your mat. Lift your tailbone up. Heel toe your feet to a hip width. Padagustasana. Take your peace fingers to your big toes. Use your biceps to pull your torso further down. Let your elbows come out to the side and forward. Rock side to side, left to right. Go ahead and release your big toes. Heel toe your feet together. Inhale, chair pose, Uttanasana. Toes to touch, knees to touch. Look up, palms to touch. Exhale, take your right elbow to the outside of your left knee. Purvita Uttanasana, prayer twist. Stack your shoulders, thumbs to the middle of your chest, gaze up. Check your knees, make sure they're still in one line. Come up onto your tippy toes, lower your heels down to a hover. Inhale, lift up, lower your heels back down. Good, keep it going here. Find your chair squats. Find your balance, find your control. Give me 2 more. Woo. 1 more here. Now hold it all the way down to your squat, to your hover. Plant your hands down to the top of your mat. Lift your tailbone up on your forward fold. This time, take the palms of your hands underneath the soles of your feet. Work your toes to your wrist crease, Padasana. Whew, this is too much. You can always just reach for opposite elbows behind your thighs, behind your calves. Breathe. Go ahead and release your feet. Heel toe your toes together. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands, step or jump back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog, Adho Uttanasana. Inhale, right heel rises. Exhale, pyramid. Step to the inside of your right hand. Now step your left foot into a 45. Ground through the blade of your back foot, straighten out your front leg. Option for blocks underneath your hands to bring the ground up. Otherwise, work your hands further back, forehead to your shin or forehead to your knee. Just breathe. Now inhale, revolve pyramid. Plant your left hand to the inside of your right foot. Extend your right arm up. Take your gaze up to your right hand. Keep extending through the crown of your head. 1 more breath. Exhale, revolve half moon. Just plant your left hand to the top of your mat. Shift your weight forward. Lift your left heel high. Keep the twist in your spine. Keep working your shoulders back to stack. 5 for balance, 5 for control. 1 more breath. Exhale, open up warrior two, Virabhadrasana two. Ground through the blade of your back foot. Work for the heel to arch alignment. Front knee stacks to your front ankle. Gaze down your front middle finger. Sink into your front thigh. Inhale, reverse Trikonasana. Straighten out your right leg as you draw your right arm up and back, left arm down. Exhale, Trikonasana. Cartwheel your right hand to the inside of your calf. Work your shoulders back to stack. Lift up with the external oblique. So try not to dump down here. So try not to allow your left shoulder to roll into your midline. Work it back, open up, lift, and extend. One more breath. Exhale, wide forward fold, Prajna Padasana to the side edge of your mat. Now get comfortable here. Take your stance as wide as you need to. Maybe shift side to side, left to right. Walk your hands further back in between your feet. Torso in between your thighs, crowning your head down. One more breath. Now everybody walk your hands back to the side edge of your mat. Plant your right hand in front of your left foot. Extend your left arm up. Take your gaze up to your left hand. Go ahead and lower your left hand down. Take your gaze all the way to the top of your mat. Crawl your way forward. Find your dragon lunge. Keep your back knee lifted. So try not to lower down just yet. Keep lifting through your back leg. Front knee stacks to your front ankle. Now load into your left shoulder. Inhale, and then exhale, open up to a side plank. Stack your shoulders, lift your hips. Good, breathe. Option to stagger your top foot. Lift your top foot. Option to stagger. Option to drop your bottom knee. Good, guys, keep lifting up. One more breath. Exhale, plant your right hand down. Keep the twist in your spine. Find the twisted Chaturanga Dandasana. Woo, square your hips. Lower all the way down to your bellies. Inhale, Bhujangasana, Cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Ananda Uttanasana. Let it go. One more breath. Inhale, left heel rises. Exhale, pyramid. Step to the inside of your left hand. Now straighten out your front leg as you step your right foot closer in. Walk your hands further back. Bring your forehead to your shin, forehead to your knee. Breathe. One more breath. Exhale, revolve the pyramid. Just plant your right hand to the inside of your left foot. Extend your left arm up. You can always take a block underneath your hands to bring the ground up. Extend through the crown of your head. One more breath. Exhale, revolve half moon. Just plant your right hand forward. Lift your right heel high. Keep the twist in your spine. One more breath here. Fight for it. Exhale, warrior two, Virabhadrasana two. Ground through the blade of your back foot. Sink into your front thigh. Front knee stacks to your front ankle. Work for the heel to arch alignment. Gaze down your front middle finger. Inhale, reverse Trikonasana. Straighten out your left leg as you draw your left arm up and back, right arm down. Exhale, Trikonasana. Cartwheel your left hand to the inside of your calf. Work your shoulders back to stack. Lift up with the external oblique. One more breath. Exhale, wide forward fold to the side edge of your mat. Draw your hands down. Walk your hands shoulder width distance in between your feet. Torso to your thighs. Crown of your head further down. Add any move that you need here. Breathe. Now slowly walk your hands back to the side edge of your mat. Take your left hand in front of your right foot. Extend your right arm up, gaze up. Good, now lower your right hand down. Take your gaze all the way to the top of your mat. Crawl your way forward. Plant your hands to the inside of your left foot. Keep your back knee lifted. Inhale, and then exhale, open up, side plank. Stack your left foot on top of your right. Option to drop your bottom knee down. Option for the hover. Fight for control, fight for balance. Plant your left hand down. Keep the twist in your spine. Lower down, Chaturanga twisted. Woo! Square your hips. Come all the way down. Inhale, Bhujangasana, Cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Ananda Uttanasana. Let it go. Breathe. Beautiful, guys. Now inhale, right heel rises. Exhale, high crescent lunge. Step to the inside of your right hand. Your back heel is lifted. Front knee stacks. Hip shoulders are square. Arms are strong. Look up, palms to touch. Exhale, left elbow to the outside of your right knee. Virabhita Chandrasana prayer twist. Stack your shoulders, thumb to the middle of your chest. Keep lifting through the back leg. Active through your glute. One more breath. Exhale, dragon lunge. Plant both hands to the inside of your right foot. Push forward. Lower your left knee down. Untuck your left toes. Keep hugging your right knee in. Keep drawing your hips down and forward. Now you can add any movements here. Circles through the hips. You can hold static, hold it there, breathe. Now just heel toe your right foot over to your left wrist. Find your half pigeon. Draw your right knee behind your right wrist. Now keep your hips in one line in a half pigeon. So try not to open up or try not to lean onto your right hip. If you need to, place a block or books around the house underneath your hip, outer hip. Keep your hips square and just breathe here. Now working into an active pigeon, so stay lifted. Keep grounding through your right pinky toe. Active through your glutes. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, twist over to your left side. Bring your right elbow to the inside of your right foot. Find the twisted pigeon. Work your shoulders back to stack. One more breath. Inhale, plant your hands back to the top of your mat. Tuck your back toes under, lift through your back knee. Three-legged dog, send your right heel high. Lower it down to meet your left foot. Pedal out your feet, let that go. Inhale, left heel rises. Exhale, high crescent lunge. Step to the inside of your left hand. Back heel's lifted, front knee stacked. Hip shoulders are square, active through your back leg. If your back heel is pulling down, lift up to the ball of your back foot and work your shoulders back to stack. Look up, palms to touch. Exhale, right elbow to the outside of your left knee. Virabhita Chandrasana prayer twist. Work your shoulders to stack. One more breath. Exhale, dragon lunge. Plant both hands to the inside of your left foot. Push forward and slowly lower your back knee down. Untuck your right toes. Hug your left knee in. Draw your hips down and forward. You can add spiraling. Any movement you need here. One more breath. Go ahead and heel toe your left foot over to your right wrist. Find your half pigeon. Ground through your pinky toe. Draw your hips down and forward. Now we're in our active pigeon here, so stay lifted. Inhale, arms reach all the way up. Exhale, find the twist in your spine. Left elbow to the inside of your left foot. Work your shoulders back, or work your shoulders to stack. Gaze up over your right shoulder. One more breath. Inhale, bring everything back to your midline. Plant your hands down, tuck your back toes under. Lift up, send your left heel high, three-legged. Lower it down to meet your right foot. Breathe, let that go. Now take your gaze back to the top of your mat. Step or jump, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose, Uttanasana. Toes to touch, knees to touch. Squeeze your inner thighs. Now look up, palms to touch. Exhale, left elbow to the outside of your right knee. Go ahead and come all the way down to a hover. Plant your hands down to the side edge of your mat. Spread your fingers wide. Grip your mat like you're gripping a basketball. Hug your elbow into your hip. Right elbow to hip. Right elbow or left elbow to your knees. Stack your knees. Now shift your weight forward. Lift your feet. Keep your knees stacked. Find your balance. Find your control. Hold it here. Create a shelf with your triceps to your hips. One more breath. Woo. Exhale, come all the way down. Find your forward fold. Woo. Heel toe your feet to a hip width. Find ragdoll pose. Sway it out, let it go. Now we're gonna take it to our left side. Draw your hands down towards your mat. Heel toe your feet together. Inhale, chair pose, Uttanasana. Toes to touch, knees to touch, arms sweep high. Look up, palms to touch. Exhale, right elbow to the outside of your left knee. Now come all the way down to your squat. Keep your hips covered. Plant your hands down to the side edge of your mat. I'm gonna turn and face you guys. So fingers are spread wide. Again, creating the shelf with your elbow to your hip, knees to your elbow. Stack your knees. Lift up, and find your balance. Find your control. Now, If you fall out, you just get back in. Also, one side might be stronger than the other. Clearly my right stronger than my left. You can also take your block, you can place it underneath your shoulder. Woo. Find that control, find the balance. Lift your knees, hold here. You're lifting up with your external oblique. So pulling everything up into your midline. You can always place a block into your temple, into your cheek, wherever you feel that support. If you feel like you're gonna fall, find your balance, find your control. Just give me one more try. Good, work your way back down. Woo, find your forward fold. Let that go. Good work, guys. Once again, work your way into your ragdoll. Allow your head to hang heavy. Draw your hands down towards your mat. Heel toe your feet together. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Arms sweep all the way up. Exhale, draw your hands down to your heart center. Inhale. Exhale, Tadasana. Hands by your side. Palms are facing forward. Now, inhale, reach your arms all the way back up. Exhale, forward fold. Draw your hands down to your mat. Now come up onto your tippy toes. Pull your heels up as high as you can. Squeeze your knees into your knees together, inner thighs together. Lower all the way down to a hover. Find a double toe stand. Now keep your option to keep your hands down. Option hands to heart center. Work your shoulders back to stack. Active through your core. Now bring both knees out wide, heels to touch. Find your balance, find your control. Now bring your pointer finger thumb mudra, pinkies to your hip crease, elbows draw back, chest is lifted. Work for your balance. One more here. Good work, guys. Come all the way back onto your backs. Woo. Find yourself into a happy baby. Send the soles of your feet up. Draw your knees down, plug your shoulder blades back and down. Maybe rock side to side, left to right. Now go ahead and plant the soles of your feet down just outside your sitting bones. Your knees are up. Find a bridge pose, Satyabandha Sarvadasana. Pull your hips up to the ceiling. Activate through your glutes, through your hamstrings. Option to keep your hands down, palms face down. Option for bound bridge. Interlace your hands at the small of your back. Roll your shoulders underneath your shoulder blades. Keep lifting your hips up. Breathe. Exhale, slowly release. Draw your hips all the way down to your mat. Find windshield wipers left to right. Just let that go. Now allow your knees to fall and stagger over to your right. Find the supine twist. Take your right ankle on top of your left knee. Press further down. Bring your arms out to a T, gaze left. Inhale, slowly bring everything back into your midline. Plant the soles of your feet down. Find the windshield wipers left to right. And then find the easy supine twist over to your left, gaze right. Take your left ankle on top of your right knee. Press further down. Inhale, slowly bring everything back into your midline. Now just extend your legs straight up to the ceiling. Find your legs up the wall pose. You can bend your knees as much as you need to. Just allow the blood to drain down into your torso. This activates your parasympathetic nervous system, your rest or digest. Now option to stay here. Option to find an inversion of your choice. You can work your way into a plow pose, ear pin pose, shoulder stand, whatever your body needs. Any last movements here? wall. Slowly work your way back to legs up the wall. And then lower your heels all the way down to the top of your mat. Once your heels touch the top of your mat, find yourself a good morning stretch. Inhale, reach your arms all the way above your head. Point your toes towards the top. Breathe. Feel that stretch through your front side body. Big inhale, hold it at the top. Audible exhale, release. Allow your hands to fall out to the side, palms face up. Close your eyes, come into your final Shavasana. To stay in your Shavasana for as long as you need. Otherwise, just wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers, bring life back into your bodies. Inhale, completely fill up your lungs. Audible exhale, let it go. Let's do that again. Inhale, completely fill up. Clench your fist shut, shrug your shoulders up, squeeze every muscle fiber in your body. Audible exhale, release. Everything on your mat. And when you're ready, work your way into a fetal position, either on your right or your left side. Your right side is your masculine energy, your left is your feminine. And then slowly work your way up to an easy seated pose, just crossing at your ankles, lengthening through your spine, sitting up tall. Inhale, arms reach all the way above your head. Take all that good energy, bring it down into your heart center, your heart space, your fourth chakra. Inhale your confidence, your self-love, your self-acceptance. And then exhale all your fears and doubts. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. Namaste.